Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Guild Wars Let's Play. So we are more or less ready to leave pre-Searing at this point. I've gotten all the skills and everything from here. But there's one quest I do want to do here, which is Gwen's quest. So we have to go get her a flute, I believe. So the reason I want to do this quest is I think this actually triggers something way down the line we can do. Not the Devourer Egg. Okay, we actually have to go get the flute. I think it's back here, if I remember correctly, so we're just going to head back here and look for her flute. Got our imp with us. This will be fine getting us a little bit of levels as well, or a little bit of XP. I think it's back here, if I remember correctly. It's been forever since I've done this. But if nothing else, we can use this to get a little bit more gold, which we will need eventually. How far into this water can we go? I thought it was back here. Am I wrong? Anyway, let's keep clearing these out while we look for it. I think it's down this way. So we're looking for the flute. Ah, there it is. Broken flute. Alright, so we can grab this and go give this back to Gwen. I think we end up having to get her a new one, but the reason I'm doing this quest is there's some, I'm pretty sure this gives you something really far down the line. Alright. Now she follows you, so I... So I think how this works is we have to give her stuff. Do. Alright. Yeah, so we just have to go get her a new flute and a small girl's cape. Ah, I see. So I think we can go to a merchant and buy this stuff. It says we're also going to need 3 iris flowers, which we actually have exactly 3. Ah, we need the small girl's cape. So we need 200 gold. So we have to figure out a way to get 200 gold. Sure, this is probably a decent way to do it. Let's do this one random quest. Then hopefully... Ooh, actually, that reminds me, we do have this bear pelt we picked up. And I think we only need 1 of them for the quest, so... Let's see if we can do that quest real quick while we're here. Is it Hugh, the tanner, that wants it? Probably, right? Ah, I see. So we have to go to the Barradin estate. Here we go. So this should be an easy quest. We just go fight these guys. And then we're going to go do these other 2 quests. I didn't realize this, where is it? One of these gave a skill point, which is like, it's not the biggest deal in the world. We'll easily be able to get skill points, but that's kind of a nice reward. No. Oh, okay, she's gonna help. Good. So thankfully for this quest, Ivana's pretty OP. There's a char over there. Alright. Where are those other 2 quests? So... that was up in the Barradin estate, and this is up in Green Hills country. Okay. So they're both back this way. So this is probably going to be the last episode we have here in pre-Searing. I didn't show off every part of it, but there's not much left that you didn't see. Basically just like, there's the north of the wall part, which is kind of cool, and there's the catacombs. Let's see. I think we also need 100 gold to open our storage up, so if we can get 100 gold, that would be nice. I don't know why, but I have memories of like just leaving the summon here, going AFK, coming back and picking up whatever it had farmed for me. I don't know why I would ever do that, because it's so inefficient and like doesn't really matter later in the game. But I do specifically have memories of doing that. Actually, I think this sells for something. Yeah, we're gonna need 100 gold as well for opening our bank. You can't use the bank. So there's like an across account bank. You can't use that while in pre-searing, but once you get out of pre-searing, you can use it. So want to have money to be able to do that. There's a hidden stash back there. So these hidden stashes are basically like little, like basically just little chests that contain weapons. So if we go over here and hit it, we get a whole bunch of random junk. Not particularly good, but something kind of cool. I really like this area. We'll see an area like it much, much later, but this like a lush green area has a lot of nostalgia for me. And 10 gold. It's quite a big chunk towards our 300 we need. This should be plenty. Once we sell all this stuff we don't need. Yeah, so over here is a statue of Balthazar. That's one of the gods. Or one of the human gods. And in the original Guild Wars, you could only play as the humans. In Guild Wars 2, you can play as, there's 4 other races you can play as. Although human females are still the best, by far. It's not close. The only thing that's close is human males. Human supremacy. Listen, they just have the best animations, okay? And the best armor. So here's this guy we were told to come find. I believe this is the quest that gives us a skill point. Where is this? Oh. Yeah, we have to go back to Davana. But this other quest, he is in the estate. So this is the other kind of like, this is an area that I bet a lot of people have missed, because as you've seen as we've gone along like the stuff you actually have to do in pre-searing or in this part of the game, there's actually no reason for us to come here. So this is like an area that's a little bit less probably known, but it's nice. There's another area down here that's like Fort Rannoch, I believe. That's also... how do I get to this place? I think I have to go up here. It's been a while since I've been over here. And if you're a certain class, like I'm a Mesmer Elementalist, so none of my quests take me over here. If you're a warrior, I believe there's some quests that take you over here. I believe there's some Necromancer quests that take you over here. I might be wrong about that one. Let's grab this hidden stash while we're over here. Are you gonna attack me? This is a cool little place. This is kind of a view down into the catacombs, which is an area we could have gone to, but I decided, or I haven't. Run from these things. The estate is just over this way. That texture is really, oof, that's a rough one. I think I probably could use Toolbox. There's a program called Guild Wars Toolbox. I think I could use that to fix some of these stuff. Here's like a little circus, it looks like, over here. Yeah, just a circus. Oh, speaking of which, there's a merchant here, so we can actually buy the cloak over here. Small girl's cape. Thank you. We're on to... we almost there. Yeah, this is a cool, like, farmland area. Definitely, like, a lot of the other areas that we've been to don't look as inhabited, but this definitely feels a bit more inhabited. I definitely think that's, like, I'll say a problem. Problem is a super strong word, right? But, like, one thing that I definitely always did feel about this game growing up is it always feels like there's so much land, like, so much play space for how many people there are. Like, it feels like this huge world, but it can feel a little empty sometimes. And here's a moss spider. I believe that's a pet you can get. I actually think you need a special thing to be able to get it in pre-searing, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's just one you can just get here now. But yeah, that's one of the things that the ranger class knew. The ranger class has pets. Alright, let's go on in. Alright, here we are in the Baradin estate. That's that quest done. What's this one? We go all the way to Fort Rannoch for that one. I don't really want to do that one. So let's go head out here, talk to Devana, and then we're going to go talk to Gwen real quick. Give her some stuff. We have the flute. We have the cape. And we have some flowers. Do-do-do. Alright, we got a skill point for that. We can go back to Ascalon so now. Bump up Dom and fast casting. Sell some stuff. Head out here. And I believe if we talk to Gwen again, it'll let us give her gifts. Here we go. Tapestry shard. So this is something we're just going to keep in our inventory for, ever. It's for way later down the line. You'll figure it out whenever we eventually get there, but it'll be a while before we get there, so. Just remember that's there. Remember that's there. So now we should be able to turn in this quest for the... I just realized I haven't been reading the quest text, I'm sorry. Choosing a second profession can be one of the most difficult decisions facing a young soldier, but don't be afraid you made the wrong choice. There's no right or wrong choice. Every combination of professions has unique benefits and possibilities, and it's up to you to take advantage of them. Look ready for war. Ready as us are the first time, at any rate. That's good. From what I've seen, the war party will be prepared to head out soon. You best talk to Sir Titus that they set fort without you. Have you heard? They're almost ready to set out. Before you join us, keep in mind that you have to say goodbye to all the comforts of Ascalon City. Out there beyond the walls, our life will be in constant danger, and we'll have our only comrades to rely on. But Balthazar willing, we'll drive back the Char from our kingdom once and for all. So this is basically, this is the end of the tutorial. Basically. Once you finish this, this is like the end of the tutorial section of the game, and it throws you in the actual game section of the game. Wow, I got a lot of people still on. Alright. So this is Prince Rick. This is this is like the son of that old man with the gray hair we saw. So we're basically just waiting for him to go through this dialogue. Alright, they're just doing their talkie-talkie. Let me through. Come on. Let me through. Alright. Now, we're essentially going to go back behind... We're behind the wall now. We're going to go through and try to defeat one of the Char leaders that's out here. Actually, I guess we're not beyond the wall. We're in a different part. I guess the idea is that this Char got around our defenses. Oh yeah, I think this is the Char that we saw earlier in that quest with Devana just a little while ago. Alright. We have a... Oh yeah, this is our first introduction to henchmen, I guess. So these are our henchmen on the side here. These are like basically NPCs you can hire to come help you with stuff. So we have a healer, a mage, and a melee person. So see, we're gonna put empathy on the anti-melee skill on the melee mob so he kills himself. Or we just keep going through. But yeah, so this is kind of like... Eventually they iterate on this system more as the games go on. And there's the hero system, which are basically just henchmen that you can customize the skills that they have. But for a while we're just going to be using these henchmen, which are... The game has their own set skills for them. But it's just to make it so that you can actually play the game as a solo person. Which is one thing this game does pretty well. It's actually pretty easy to play the game as a solo person. You don't need a whole bunch of other people. The fire guy dropping the firestorm over there to nuke him out. There we go. We killed the Char boss.
It was on that day that the Char discovered a way around the Great Wall. A way to bring it down.
This is why I said we can't come back.
This is where the true story begins.
Old Ascalon. 2 years later, I believe. Yep. So the char won. The baddies won. So now we gotta fix it. I don't know. The plot of the game is a little bit loose. That's a little bit of kind of just an excuse to go on a world-trotting adventure, but whatever. Not a big deal. Captain Osirik, welcome back. Looks like the patrol went well. You're still in one piece, eh, right? Listen, Prince Rick has sent me to ask you a favor. You've been in the field, so you probably haven't heard about this, but an ambassador arrived from our old enemy Kryta. They'd help us fight the Char, but the king won't even talk to them. The prince hasn't been able to make any headway with his father, but he knows the king trusts Titus, and Titus trusts you. Would you perhaps talk to War Master Titus about this matter? He's in his usual place in Ascalon City. Okie dokie. So yeah, this is new Ascalon, all blown up and not doing too great. I think before we do that quest, I think there's a no. I think we actually are supposed to go do this quest first. So this is Ascalon City, that kind of nice. Well, this isn't Ascalon City. This is an event because it's Winter's Day. It's all Christmassy. What a weird time to start. But normally this place is you know, absolutely destroyed. But it's a little bit more festive since you know. See, War Master Titus, don't talk to me about the Crichton ambassador. I've been getting an earful from both sides. Do you know why King Albazan trusts me? Because I know where my loyalties lie, king and country. Balthazar preserved them both. Perhaps joining the prince's vanguard has confused you. Rurik is not the ruler of this kingdom. Now listen to me. The king's already given this matter much consideration, and the likes of you and I are best to abide by his wisdom. Uh-oh. The king's message. Please deliver the royal message to his ambassador Zane of Kryta. His camp can be found just outside. I don't trust these Crichtons. I want you to take someone with you just in case. I'm sure Layla will be willing to go through you and she can heal you if you need. So that's basically just a reference to how you can actually recruit heroes to come with you. One thing that's a little weird is, so the way Prophecies is designed, there is a main quest. Oh yeah, this is the whole map of this area. Well, actually, it's like here. This is for other stuff, but like this section roughly is like the world we're playing with. But what I was getting at is that Prophecies does something a little weird. So the other games, unless you do some weird breaks, you kind of have to follow the main story. But but here you can actually kind of just like not. You can kind of just run through the... So these are an enemy we didn't get a chance to see. These are devourers. They're like scorpions that come out of the ground and stuff. Pretty cool. But, so there's like missions and quests you can follow that take you through the world. Or there's zones that connect like most of the world together. And you can actually just straight up walk through all the different zones instead. Which is like... It's a cool concept. And it does make... Like, it is pretty cool, but it does mean that you can kind of like skip the entire story, or conversely, if you do the story, you'll just skip tons of areas. Alright, so this is the ambassador. Message with the royal seer. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Your quest for Prince Jen is sending, and the address the people ask is empathetically denied. Blah blah blah. Ill-conceived journey and return to Kryta. King Alba and I have learned very different lessons from the wars of the past. Isolation is not the answer. Only with peace and mutual friendship shall we find our salvation. Shall hope with time he realizes the truth. I think it's this one. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, despite the current peace between Kryta and Ascalon, your king Alberon still chooses to view all Krytans with distrust. He respects the old laws too much. Will do anything. Too much will do anything untoward, but I must take care not to give him excuse to expel me from the kingdom. Therein lies my trouble. Unable to enter the city, my men have been forced to travel south through Regent Valley to resupply and have been victimized repeatedly by a vaniment named Torn. I don't think this is the quest. Where's... There's the Elementalist check. Elementalist knowledge. Scorched Earth. Huh. That's weird. So, I know where we're supposed to go from here. I'm not exactly sure the line it wants you to follow to get there. So I'm just gonna go do what I know, even if it means we skip a little bit. Now, see, this is the part that... Because I'm pretty sure both of those quests we just looked at were side quests, not main quests. Because... the actual place we need to go is like, there's a mission around here that we need to do. I haven't decided exactly if I want to do all the bonuses yet for the missions. I think probably the stance I'll take is the ones that are easy I might do, but the ones that are annoying I'm not going to do. Just because this is more about just playing through the game and stuff, right? This isn't about 100% completion. Because some of them are like... most of them are just time-consuming, annoying things. They're not, like, actually, you know... things that add something to the game. But I believe it's down here. I always forget which way it is. I believe it's down here. Yeah, here we go. The Great Northern Wall. So this is the first mission outpost. And this has the first mission inside of it. And I'll be honest, I'm a little bit confused on what constitutes the main story and what didn't. So we're just gonna start from here. Yep, so this is a mission outpost. The way missions work is they're essentially your own outpost. Then you just hit enter mission and it'll take you into the instance instead of how we normally walk out of portals to go into instances. But yeah, this is a better look at what it normally looks like around here. The winter decorations being up around here is pretty funny. But I am going to do something real quick. I want to see about getting us some new armor. So let's see here. Armor. Here we go. So this is an armor value of 30. This is pretty high. Alright, I'm going to make us a new set of armor real quick. I'm going to go get some gold materials. I'll be right back. Alrighty though. That is probably going to be the end of today's episode. I think in between episodes I'm going to do some stuff with the skill bar. Maybe we'll talk more about what I've done. And we're going to talk about what I changed whenever we come back in the next episode. And the next episode will be starting the first mission. I guess technically the second one. I guess technically the first mission is the one to get out of Searing. But anyway. Oh, this is our new armor, by the way. Look at it. I kind of like it. This is one of my favorite of the cheaper sets of armor. Like the there's basically two sets of armor in this game. There's armor that costs like a little bit of gold to make, and then there's armors that cost a lot of gold to make. They're not like stat-wise any better, but looks-wise they're generally better. But this is one of my favorite standard ones. We also got a headpiece with +1 dom on it, so it gives us an extra point in our domination magic. But anyway, I want to thank you for coming out. I hope to see you in the next episode.